watch.
OTF Jam baby mama. She was killed.
Alright, right here. This one of the questions we wanted to get fulfilled of this situation. One of the questions was how did OTF Jam baby mama die, and why did she die? Who killed her, and why did he want them to slide? It? What was the reason for that? We found a little video of that. We see this video 7 months ago from Truth Teller. Let's get into this one right here.
OTF Jam baby mama. She was killed in Orland Park. She was like a postal worker. Man, this story getting crazier and crazier. Her family say they want justice. They don't know what the fuck happened, but they know this was some suspicious, freaky, fake, no love type of shit. Man, hit the like button. We finna talk about this. Goal on this video, 2,000 likes, because this is a tale of nobody really gives a fuck about you out here. According to police reports, it's kind of windy out here. According to police reports, man, this young lady was gunned down in a car in a neighborhood that she not even from. They don't even know why the fuck she there, why the fuck she was even there. She was in a car when gunmen pulled up and got up on her and killed her. People don't know exactly how this killing happened, but she was gunned down inside of this vehicle. The family, her mother spoke out. Her mother said, look, they want to know what the fuck happened, and they don't give a fuck how nobody feel about this. Check this out. When you look at the footage, because it's on the news, when you look at the footage, it shows every car door was open except her car door, which make it look like people ran out the car, make it look like she had people with her. She was in a car and had people inside of this car, and everybody ran, and she was the only one left in the car. She was dead. She was left for dead, is what the police saying. They don't know if she died instantly on the scene or however it happened. But, you know, when they pulled up to the car, when the police came, it was just her in the vehicle. But all the other car doors was open. They believe it was other people in the car that just ran away, got away. You know, maybe she wasn't the intended target, like earlier reports and shit like that. Maybe somebody inside the vehicle was the target and she was the only one got shot and everybody else just ran away. Man, this crazy as hell. Y'all gotta be careful who the fuck y'all got in them cars with y'all. Y'all gotta be careful who the fuck with y'all. The mother, sister, family members, they did an interview with Fox 32 News yesterday that I thought was very strong. Mom said she wants justice. She said her daughter not from out there. Her daughter don't know nobody out there. Ain't no reason for her daughter to be out there. She was out there doing something for somebody else that was in that car with her. And people just ran away and shit and left her in that car. You know, reports and surfaced that, you know, the woman is the baby mother, Lil Durk affiliate, OTF Jam, you know. But from reports, I'm not linking anything or nothing like that. I'm just saying that's what they say. You know, you got to be careful who you got in this cars and shit like that. I see a lot of people from like Lemron and shit been speaking out and shit like that because I guess they know her and things like that, you know. But nobody really knows what happened to this lady. She was in Orland Park, you know, and all of a sudden she was gunned down, you know, ambushed, and people don't really know what happened. And her mom say, look, this lady not in a gang. She's not a gangbanger. She's a mother. She got kids. Y'all just stole their mother from them kids and shit. You know, that's crazy. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep you updated on this. But I got a feeling this story is going to be solved. Anytime it's a mother that's not going to be able to be around their kids and shit like that no more, not able to cook the oatmeal and do things like that for the kids no more, you know, people feel some way in their chest about that shit. They'll tell on you. Normally the cases that be solved is the cases when you do super dirty shit like that, you know. So I got a feeling something about this case is going to be updated and I'll be able to let y'all know more on the news. But I wanted to bring to your attention, the police is saying that young lady.
So we get a little insight. We get a little insight on Jam baby mama. Oh damn. I can see the motive. I can see the motive. We're gonna skip that.
It was close to half a year since that fateful night when King Von lost his life.
Right here we got sliding for Von, the terrifying attempts on Quando Rondo life.
trying to fight Quando Rondo. The moment Quando's close friend Lil Tim pulled the trigger, he set into motion a chain of events that would change their lives forever, with King Von being one of Chicago drill's most feared killers, as well as a popular rapper. This meant that Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, and everyone around them would have to defend against wave after wave of assassination attempts, all seemingly connected to the slain Chicago rapper. On April 16, 2021, Quando Rondo denied being shot at and told the world that he rides in a bulletproof truck. That same month, Quando's latest concert is announced on May 1st, 2021 in Waycross, Georgia. After having his previous shows that were scheduled just weeks after Von's death cancelled, Quando was eager to show his fans, ops, and the world at large that he could travel the country and perform without incident. However, unfortunately for Quando, that simply wasn't true. On May 1st, 2021, Quando Rondo plays the very show that he was booked to perform at in Waycross, Georgia. And here he's seen playing to an empty venue, complaining to the crowd that his shows are usually bigger than this. With Quando addressing the fans and still thanking them for coming out despite the low turnout.
I ain't gonna lie. Man, my show was really big, you feel me? People in this, but I know I got a lot of shit going on, you feel me? But I still appreciate everybody who came out. I'm gonna walk this bitch out like it's 10,000 people in here. Come on, Shields.
When these images and clips surfaced, Chicago affiliates of Von and Durk, like Mimo 600, would mock Quando, saying that he must have made a loss on that show. But as the night went on, that show's turnout would be the least of Quando's worries, as him and his entourage would leave the venue after performing, driving to a Circle K gas station just 11 minutes away in the next town of Blackshear. At around
Mind you, they almost got Quando right here. Like, we still don't know who did this right here. Like, this is crazy, right? Just bringing some awareness on some of the situations evolving around this situation. There's a lot of things they gonna tie into this. Let's put that down too. They still don't know who did this.
3:20 a.m. after that show, Quando and his team would be in the parking lot of a gas station convenience store in Blackshear, Georgia. Soon after arriving, somebody begun to open fire from across the road, with one man allegedly being hit in the hand and ending up in the hospital. Quando Rondo would flee the scene before authorities arrived. According to one report, over 100 bullets were fired at Quando's entourage during this incident. However, members of the public would arrive to the crime scene, beginning to film and posting the footage on social media, with the woman filming telling viewers that she was on the scene of the Quando shooting and saying that people had heard the gunshots from all the way down the street. And she would even walk right up to bullet markers where the shell casings had apparently been fired from, all the way up the street.
Oh my God, it is Quando, y'all. It's got to be. They talking about it was the rapper that performed at the Vibe, at the club. They talking about it was Quando. They heard it was, somebody had a bounty on him. I'm like, damn, how the fuck you know? Look at all them bullets. Yeah, they got them picking up bullets.
It was unclear who exactly was responsible for the shooting. Quando's ops from Savannah, the gang S8K or the Section 8 kids, would post seemingly referencing the incident, with a caption saying "Get Back Gang," which, if you didn't know, is actually another name for King Von's gang, along with audio from Lil Durk's song Hellcats and Trackhawks, that earlier song where Durk says that he's looking to catch somebody lacking at their show. Now, it's unclear whether S8K members were taking direct responsibility for the incident, or simply celebrating a hit sent from Lil Durk or Von's crew, Get Back Gang. However, a black disciple from Georgia seemingly claimed responsibility for this hit on social media, leading people to believe once again that this was a hit affiliated with Lil Durk, naturally due to his extensive affiliations with the Black Disciples street gang, of which King Von was indeed a prominent member. Lil Pab also tweeted after this incident, brushing off the shooting and telling his ops to enjoy life and not let one person stress them out so much, and going on to post a picture of himself alive and well the following day. Quando would seemingly address the threats against his life in a later interview, also brushing off the danger and saying that he doesn't care about death threats because he's always armed.
Death threat all you want to, man, bro. That's just some words, man. Be an action.
Right.
You feel me? I'm going home to my daughter.
Right.
And if I didn't, God called me.
Right.
But I'm going home to my daughter, bro. I'm not even the type of person to move without a firearm.
Rumors would later circulate that Lil Tim was also injured in this shooting. Now, whether or not that's true, it was clear that Lil Tim suffered a serious injury, being shot numerous times during the altercation with King Von. A couple of months after that shooting at the gas station, in August 2021, Lil Tim would post a sobering picture to Instagram, revealing that due to his gunshot wounds, he's having to use a colostomy bag, but still giving thanks for the fact he's still alive. alive. It's unclear whether or not this injury was from the Waycross shooting, the shootout with King Von, or even a previous shootout in Savannah. But regardless, it was clear that Quando and Lil Tim were continuing to pay the price for this beef with King Von. But that didn't stop Quando from continuing to push his career forward. On May the 7th, 2021, Quando releases his 6th mixtape, Still Taking Risks, his first full-length release since the killing of King Von. And this project would be laced with references to the incident, as well as the consequences. Quando would rap about having a $1 million bounty on his head and the opening track Blue Man. He would also mock King Von on tracks like Red Eye, saying that he's smoking a dead
He was rapping about the bounty too.
guy and catching homicides with Timmy. There's also a line on that track where he says that he's signed to NBA and rapping, if he loves that girl, make sure he never sees her again. Seemingly a reference to King Von essentially dying as a result of his girlfriend Asian Doll, creating a love triangle between Von and Youngboy. With Quando going on to disrespect King Von's crew Get Back Gang, saying there ain't no get backs. Quando also says that he has shooters doing murders for only $1,500, and that he wants to kill all of his ops one by one until he gets to the top dog. Perhaps another reference to a desire to take out Lil Durk, as he depicted in his music video for the song Soul Reaper. And Quando even ends this song by mocking Lil Durk for linking up with Youngboy's enemies like Fredo Bang, as well as saying that Lil Tim got out of jail and got straight back to shooting. Even mocking Von, saying that Timmy busted Von's head because he got caught without his gun. There's also the song Drop Some, where Quando reiterates that he didn't even realize that it was a beef with Von the night he got shot, and saying that he has bullets for a wrestler, another reference to Von trying to fight the night he got killed. Quando also raps saying that his young'un is quick to make a rapper bleed. Elsewhere on the track Devil on My Shoulder, he shouts out Timmy, saying he will shoot for him. But perhaps most notably was the track Purple Baby, the song where Quando extensively disses his dead enemies from Savannah, repeating a chorus that had lyrics saying that he's smoking purple babies, a reference to the gang's 1100 block and VBS, the Villa Boy Soldiers, who rep purple, and specifically the deceased members Heem and Huncho Reese, who lost their lives amid a deadly beef with the Rollin' 60s crew, OTM or Only the Mob, aka Jump Out Gang, this crew that Quando and Tim have been representing all of those years. Quando also references the beef with Lil Durk in the hook of this song, saying that this song is for the ones who put money on his head and that they're going to murk them. A suggestion that Quando and his people are trying to take out the people who are putting money on their heads before they get a chance to kill them. That would be followed up with a lyric saying that they're smoking on their new dead homie, which of course is a reference to Von. The track also had lines about Jump Out Gang jumping out and shooting, as well as a lyric attempting to discredit the street reputation of Chicago gangs, with Quando rapping that his ops think that they're the only killers in America, again referencing the fight with Von, saying that he's not wrestling, just shooting, and even referencing Lil Reese's earlier Twitter beef with him, saying his ops wanted smoke until he killed their friend, ultimately ending the song saying all he smokes is dead ops and free Lil Tim. Elsewhere on the song OK, Quando says that the night Von died made him sick, and reflecting on the trauma of seeing his friend Timmy split open after being shot. On the track Still Doing Wrong, he says that they had no choice but to kill Von, but to this day, he still doesn't know what he did to upset him. And then finally, on the track Stand On It, Quando would taunt Lil Durk and the Chicago rappers, who keep saying that they're going to kill him, saying that they better stand on that statement, mocking his rivals and questioning why they think they're the only shooters out here, introducing his team of shooters as Jump Out Gang and saying that they're the ones who put people on the news. Still Taking Risks was a bold project from Quando Rondo that made a big statement. And in spite of the shooting after his concert in Waycross, Quando was still planning on disrespecting his enemies. And Quando wasn't the only one who wasn't scared of the Chicago hitters hell-bent on taking them out, because Lil Tim would also share the same sentiment. Quando went live on the 8th of May 2021 with Lil Tim expressing frustration at their ops and saying that they're smoking Purple Baby and other ops, and saying that people are trying to blackball them from the music industry.
I can't sleep at night. Man, these nightmares, they eat me up. You know, real purple babies for real, man. I'm about to start smoking motherfucking black babies around this bitch, cuz.
You know, I got that's at the house with me, baby. I got a purple, baby. I went no bags.
Man, I'm pissed off, AJ. You gotta get up. These no, boy, they cannot get that big straight up, ain't it, big bro? I'm telling you, boy, they let me get that big bag. These folks really don't want to in the industry. So now I'm about to come bum rushing through this.
Gotta kick the door in.
Come on, man. But they act like they don't like me. Yeah, 4th of July. This.
Quando even says that him and Lil Tim are going to drop a mixtape together.
Should have put me on that.
That me and Lil Tim about to drop a tape and we ain't about to do no capping. at all. It's up. It's up. It's up.
And it would appear that in the midst of all of the hype surrounding Lil Tim, as he quickly went from unknown street figure to demon slayer who had killed Chicago's most dangerous rapper, he would spot an opportunity to capitalize on it. So Lil Tim would seemingly hit the recording studio too, in an effort to garner more money and fame off of the back of this situation. In June, Lil Tim would be on live previewing his new song, Off the List.
I dropped them all. I dropped them all.
Food for thought.
Man, let me let y'all hear some, man. Since y'all got me turned up like that. They took the new off the list. Put that going down. No bitch, I don't miss.
Now, this wasn't Lil Tim's first go at rapping. He had dropped snippets of songs all the way back in September before this whole beef popped off. But now that Lil Tim was known the world over as the man who had killed Chicago's most famous, self-proclaimed demon, he might just have a shot at getting famous off the back of this killing, just like King Von got famous, rapping about all the people that he had supposedly killed. As the days went on, Lil Tim got more and more active on social media, seemingly building up the hype for his new Rapper Slayer rap persona. On June the 9th, 2021, Lil Tim goes live saying that he keeps a black hoodie and denying being in hiding, saying, "Look what happened to Von."
You know I keep me a black hoodie. Hiding in the woods. What? Why I seen that tweet, boy? Nigga hiding in the woods. What? Bitch, I'm in the trenches. What happened to buddy? Double down on y'all ass, man. Yeah, bitch ass.
Interestingly, after shooting King Von, Lil Tim didn't tweet for around 8 months, with his final tweet posted literally less than an hour before that shootout. But then, on July the 7th, 2021, Lil Tim would return with a brand new Twitter account, claiming that this new account was set to be foul and disrespectful, titling himself Lil Tim the Biggest Op. Lil Tim would swiftly begin liking other posts on Twitter of people saying that they're smoking on Von, as well as reposting a tweet by Quando Rondo, seemingly referencing that moment where Quando helped a wounded Lil Tim into the hospital after the shootout with Von. A few days later, Lil Tim would post up on Twitter with his friend, saying that if you don't have a homicide, we can't be friends, even attracting him a like and a follow from hip-hop's biggest troll, 6ix9ine. Lil Tim proceeded to post clips on social media showing that he was outside in these streets, on the front lines, and not scared of any of his enemies.
Come on, man. Front line, oh. Too many ugly front line.
Eventually, on July the 21st, 2021, the full version of Lil Tim's new song, The List, would leak. And this was a wild track, seemingly dissing King Von and taking full responsibility for his murder, with Lil Tim rapping that he just checked a new N-word off the list, and that he's quick to gun you down, check the score, bitch I don't miss. Elsewhere on the track, Lil Tim dared his ops to spin on him, and a music video for the song would release in August, with Lil Tim rapping these lyrics whilst holding a shovel and smoking a blunt. A scenario that to me seems to indicate only one thing: he's smoking on Von and digging his grave. Elsewhere on the song, Lil Tim would rap that he's pulling out a shovel and grave digging all of his friends, as well as rapping that he will kill people and he doesn't care who they are, as well as saying, "F that get back," another reference to King Von's crew Get Back Gang, and rapping that his ops all had guns, but they didn't shoot that night. A likely reference to King Von's friends Slutty and Louie, who had attempted and failed to execute Lil Tim on the ground that night the shooting occurred. Following the leaking of Lil Tim's song Off the List, blogs and websites would quickly react. This would lead to Lil Tim denying that the song was aimed at Lil Durk or King Von, with him posting an Instagram story reminding everybody that he mentioned no names on the song, as well as claiming to not even be able to officially release the song or video due to somebody sending it to the judge, with this apparently having potential to jeopardize his self-defense argument in court. Now, it's possible that due to this awkward rollout, the song and video being leaked, and then having to cancel the official release, Lil Tim may well have not made any money from this song. But what did happen was he caught the attention of another rapper with common enemies, 6ix9ine. Now, 6ix9ine has a storied history when it comes to beefing with Chicago rappers. He famously had words with Lil Durk on IG Live during his prime as a rapping Blood member.
But when I feel like disrespecting me, blood.
And he had also gone back and forth extensively with Lil Reese. But since King Von mocked 6ix9ine for eventually becoming a snitch, when Von died, 6ix9ine was one of the first people to mock Von and disrespect Lil Durk in the aftermath.
Look how happy he is. He sacrificed. Look how happy he is. Look at this dead on his shirt. Look. Yo, you think King Von thirsty? I think King Von thirsty. Look. Yo, drink that. Look, if a killer ain't dead, we ain't wearing no RP shirts.
With 6ix9ine being one of the biggest people pushing the Slide for Von movement. This is essentially a catchphrase taunting Lil Durk and questioning why he hasn't retaliated for the killing of Von. And it's partly the result of a famous King Von lyric, where he rapped, if he dies, his people will slide to avenge him every day and boost the murder rate. Combine this with lyrics that Lil Durk rapped on Pooh Shiesty's song Back in Blood, where he says if the killer isn't dead, then you can't wear an RIP shirt.
Except for killer ain't dead, we don't wear no RP shirt. Yo, Lil Tim's still alive, son. No 4K Trey members, none happened to them. Look. Von rest in piss.
Clearly 6ix9ine was looking to capitalize on the death of King Von, all for his own attention. But what he did next truly shocked the internet.
I know 6ix9ine like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I know he like, nah, this shit crazy. That boy out here doing his goddamn business. Like, can't even lie. Like, despite the fame and everything this boy Durk got, that nigga ain't give a fuck. Not even his kids won't even enough for that nigga not to stop. Nigga Gilly Crown trying to tell him that he apologized to his brother Killer won't even enough. I mean Wallow. Nigga, when I say bro was born in this shit, sometimes like, and it's harsh too. Sometimes the things that come after, like he was a gang member before his kids. Sometimes the shit that come after you already been sworn in or whatever you got going on, sometimes like it's hurtful. Like you still got love for that other shit, but sometimes the life you chose before everything else came before it don't even matter to some niggas, bro. And that's how some niggas more set up. Like he was a gang member before the fame. He was a gang member before the kids. He was the game member before all that. So it's like, shit, do whatever come after that matter? You feel me? Some people it don't though, man.
As in August, a clip went round of 6ix9ine and Lil Tim seemingly arriving to a Savannah music studio together, and the media would soon report that 6ix9ine and Lil Tim had seemingly teamed up to record a collaboration. 6ix9ine posted a video of him in Savannah, allegedly rolling his dice with Lil Tim's people.
Where's Fat at? Where's that? Call Fat. Thank God. Call Fat. Yeah, go to the bank. Where's Fat? We got some of that shit though. We got some of that. Now look, this is what we doing, man. Put me on camera. I'm about to stop this. I guess your ass down.
And then another video would go around, apparently showing Lil Tim in the booth recording with 6ix9ine. Now, Lil Tim would deny doing a song with 6ix9ine, telling his followers on social media, "What do I look like doing a song with a rap?" Lil Pab would also cast doubt on the situation, posting the studio footage, pointing out that there is no song to show. And Quando Rondo would also deny the collaboration after 6ix9ine posted a video showing him in Savannah and saying he was playing dice with Quando's people, with Quando saying that his people had taken 6ix9ine's money and left the building, indicating that in reality, 6ix9ine had actually been finessed out of his cash by the 33rd Street goons. After this, Lil Tim would come out to say that it was not 1027 or 33rd Street members in that video with 6ix9ine, essentially saying that 6ix9ine came there to meet with him, but Tim didn't want to go through with it. Tim would claim he would never do a song with a snitch when he has friends that literally got snitched on.
Cause you know I can have anything, any name of my mouth, cause you don't see me in that video. Them your people in that video, that's your family, cause that's your people, cause you don't see no 16.
Niggas is crazy, bro. He was in the booth, 6ix9ine was behind you, making sure you do the goddamn verse, nigga. Like you did the verse, nigga. You was in the booth. You had to come and show just the buck. Like, you just ain't buck, nigga. Like, it's crazy how, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, the internet is a fool. I mean, but I'm saying niggas trolling, though. Them trolling. I'm just saying facts of it. But, you know, niggas trolling. So we gonna act like we don't know, you know.
You don't see no 1027 chains in that. Them yo people and they flashing money with that man. That's not me. You tripping. He came down for me, but I wasn't in there with that.
Tim would later do an interview with Fuchsia's TV, claiming to have taken around $40,000 to $60,000 from 6ix9ine before leaving the studio without recording.
Nah, I never did it. I act like I was gonna do it. Got down a couple of 40, 60 rats type. It just did. Like, I ain't never did it. I act like I was gonna do it. Never did it.
So it turned out 6ix9ine had actually planned to include Lil Tim on his King Von disc called Wah Wah, but when Lil Tim pulled out of the song, 6ix9ine had to re-release the track as a solo song under the title Gene. But even without Lil Tim on the track, 6ix9ine's lyrics would be all aimed squarely at Lil Durk for not avenging King Von, with pointed lyrics on the track saying your man got shot and you didn't get back. And in the video, when 6ix9ine rapped the lyric, "Go get a gun and go get some get back," he even flashes the word "slide for Von" up on the screen. So in the end, it really did seem like Lil Tim was actually able to translate his street notoriety into cold hard cash. Ironically in this case, without even having to record a song. But behind the scenes, Lil Tim was still recording and practicing his rap skills. After the 6ix9ine debacle, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim collaboration track called Biggest Op leaks online. But for now, Lil Tim would remain behind the scenes and in the streets rather than pursuing a rap career fully. As time would go by, people would be wondering whether or not this supposed $1 million bounty on Quando's head was even real. In September, a clip circulates apparently showing Quando walking around all by himself in Walmart with no security.
Yesterday, Quando Rondo, as you all know him as, came to my job. He was by himself. Everybody is making comments saying he's supposed to be on the run.
Sitting right there recording the video.
He is living life, as you can see, having fun.
And as time goes on, Quando Rondo seemed to just be living his life as normal. The following week, he goes on live and says only his friends can fight him, and if anyone else tries, they're getting shot. As well as saying that Lil Tim and NBA Youngboy are the only people who have been there for him.
Me and Black got the hit and, you know, some brotherly. You know, I fight with him, anybody else throw their hands up, they get their ass. But then, like, feel me, but Lil Tim and Lil Top. I don't give a about a not liking me though. I wanted to stay that way, cause I'm on a true color rock. His ass will end up like that, but I'm talking about eternally.
Unfortunately for Quando, Lil Tim's troubles with the law were far from over. Sometime at the end of 2021, Lil Tim gets into a high-speed chase with the cops, eventually getting himself arrested, with NBA Ben 10 saying "Free Tim" and showing that he's saved in his phone as Von Killer. Lil Tim would abruptly stop tweeting on September the 18th, 2021, with one of his last tweets saying that he knows people that carry guns just to get caught with it rather than shoot, with Tim later telling Fuchsia's TV that he wasn't driving the car, but he still got charged and spent around a month behind bars as a result.
I wasn't even driving though. I was in the car. They stick everything on me because I ain't told them who was driving, so they charged me with it. I did like a month.
With Lil Tim briefly in jail and Quando Rondo out here walking around Walmarts with no security, the trend of asking when somebody is going to slide for Von would continue intensely. On September the 19th, 2021, O-Block member and childhood friend of King Von, Moo-Wop, who is currently awaiting trial for the murder of FBG Duck, and who is also the very person who punched Quando Rondo to the ground whilst he was still scuffling with King Von after Lil Tim shot Von on November the 6th, is on Instagram Live getting trolled by fans who asked him right to his face when he's going to slide on Lil Tim.
Hey, don't say no, bro.
On God, I won't. Oh, listen.
Alright.
When y'all go and slide on Lil Tim, right?
Hey, go ahead, gang. Then I say don't say no, man. I don't know about him. I'm being control. Hey, out of that, it's over with. I'm out of there. My brother just messed it up for everybody.
Eventually, after all of this talk of sliding for Von, the man that everybody was telling to slide, Lil Durk, would finally have enough. It would seem that Durk, unable to keep his beef in the streets, felt compelled to begin rapping about this situation in his music too. On October the 8th, 2021, Lil Durk would rap on the Who Wants Smoke remix with Nardo Wick.
This was before Pop Def though, okay. So he was just rapping. Cause I'm thinking this song dropped after the death. So this was before the death. This was okay, I'm getting it. This was maybe around the time and then we gotta find out like when did the attempted murder on Quando happen at that gas station after that show?
Saying that people keep trolling him saying slide for Von, but he's already got back, people just don't know it. As well as rapping that people die pumping gas, a possible reference to the shooting of Quando at the gas station earlier that year. It seemed that Lil Durk was trying to quash...
Oh, okay. And they caught Lil Pap and him at the gas station. They caught him at the gas station twice.
The slide for Von trend by hinting...
They answered the question for us. We ain't gotta do no searching for it.
To the world that he had in fact already slid. This song was followed a week later by Lil Durk's new song titled Pissed Me Off, a track where he raps that since he lost Von, he can't be happy until they even the score, and rapping, perhaps self-referentially, that if you're not a shooter, you should at least put up money for the guns, a stolen car, and the bail. Durk would rap a warning, saying that somebody mentioned his friend on live, but they can't laugh now, likely another reference to Quando mocking Von's death on IG Live, and suggesting that Quando isn't laughing after the shooting in Georgia. Durk would go on to mock people in different states for acting like they're from Chicago, a likely reference to how Quando and his goons all posted up with guns on camera following the cancellation of his first show after Von's death. Ultimately, this slide for Von meme was incredibly destructive. Whether or not it contributed to
So that answered a lot of question right there for this one. Oh yeah, attempted murder on Quando in Georgia. That could be a possible charge edit, man. Let me see. Now that we got some kind of awareness, Trapper Ross do his research. Possible edit. That shit could turn to now that they got that one, it could turn to a RICO. Cause look, you got Lil Pal murder, plus the attempted murder on Quando Rondo at the gas station in Georgia. It could be turned to a RICO. All they need is two continuous charges. They just need a continuance of the same act. Hey. And they got attempted on the same person twice and killed the cousin on the second one. So possible edit charges. Damn, man. Hey, and look, we ain't doing nothing extra in the ordinary. This all we only doing research and recap on what these rappers put out for us. You know what I'm saying? We looking at videos and interviews and their old interviews of them just talking. So, we ain't doing nothing. I ain't no snitch shit because they put this out for us. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make that clear too. This is gonna be a crazy one when I drop, cause a lot of this stuff gonna be true when these charges come out, and I don't want to feel like a little snitch. So, my bad for getting too deep, cause when I get deep, I get deep. So, sorry in advance.
the violence, or simply just baited Lil Durk into incriminating himself and rapping lyrics that could tie him to crimes just to save face. What was clear is that the danger was real, and the supposed $1 million on Quando Rondo's head was far more than just a rap lyric. And from here, sadly, this deadly feud would continue to play out on both the streets and in rap songs, with these murderous, vengeance-themed anthems captivating rap fans all over the world and the Billboard charts. If you found that clip interesting, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want to watch the full-length version of...
Everybody had a different angles from their research, so let's see what family got going on.
He wins when the family.
We got family, Federal Nightmares rapper +5 alleged OTF members arrested in murder for hire part 1.
You can bleed whatever you want, I got your folks here.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he said that he don't with the 60s in California when he dropped his flag, but he dropped his flag. He got reasons for dropping his flag. I don't know. He might felt betrayed. He might have believed at the second that somebody was in on it. That you get what I'm saying? But what it is we don't really miss like that. Not walking by you and blowing your hubby down and forgetting about you. You get what I'm saying?
Mention a song, they be like, they be singing Slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo.
November 6, 2024 will mark 4 years since the late rapper King Von had lost his life. Yet and still, 4 years later, the feds will make an arrest, alleging that some of his friends seeked retaliation in a murder-for-hire plot against another rapper who we'll later discuss, who was visiting California. But this story get deep, to say the least. According to the feds in the indictment we'll later go over, it seemed like a man that was a huge part of this was a man who was already fighting a body on probation. And after beating that body, which we'll later discuss just last year, it seemed now this man fighting another murder alongside others.
Whoa. So Jam was only home for a year. So Jam wasn't wearing a wire for 7 years. Because Jam only been home for a year. Jam was wearing a wire for a year. And over the year, he was getting all the hood stories from being gone for 12 years. So, Crump, I'm telling you, bruh, a lot of murders finna get solved. Like, oh my God, Durk, bro, what's wrong with you, nigga?
Who's in or associated with OTF. And this is the second high-profile murder that's connected to them. What makes you wonder, is the Grammy Award artist next? But in this video, it seems we put everything in full circle. Quite naturally, as a reporter, I gotta go back to raps. See, was it any connection? Go back to any interviews and bring the facts. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no aim, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Find me, Taquan Bowman, aka Quando Rondo. For those who don't know, he's a talented rapper from Savannah, Georgia, who signed the NBA. Once known for his raw freestyles while making beats on any car or object in front of him outside.
Late nights on my avenue by myself, I ain't need a gang member, nigga, I remember.
Recently, federal agents swooped in and arrested 5 men in connection to the August 2022 shooting in Los Angeles that killed Quando Rondo's cousin. And now, they have been charged with conspiracy to commit murder for the hire and retaliation for King Von's death. Federal prosecutors in California announced the grand jury indictment Thursday of Kayvon London Grant, aka Vonnie, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi, Keith Jones, aka Flacca, David Brian Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, and Asia Houston, aka Boogie. Now, if you've been following OTF or a fan for some time now, then 2 of these names might ring a bell out the gate. That's Grant, aka Vonnie, and Wilson, aka Didi. Vonnie is referred to as the money guy, the man that had a bag and bring it in. You could
The negotiator, that was his nickname.
catch him in the background on some of the Icebox cameos with King Von and Lord Durk, him bringing in the cash as we mentioned. Check it out.
But how much money is he trying to spend today?
Nah, we climbing the ladder.
We ain't had no $100,000 earrings yet. Nah.
Whatever you want to engrave on it, let us know. We'll engrave it on it. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Durky, yo, crazy.
Now, if you're familiar with the Chicago drill scene in the late 2010s, then you're familiar with Didi. He got get back, or at least caught a body, and beat the case after taking it to trial. This him with a picture of his lawyer. Now, according to this new indictment, prosecutors claim that the August 2022 shooting stems from the November 2020 altercation in Atlanta, where Quando Rondo, associate Lord Tim, shot and killed King Von after a fight broke. According to the indictment, the alleged OTF gang members had set up a bounty and used credit cards that was associated with the label to book plane tickets and to travel from Chicago to California in order to hunt down Quando after learning his whereabouts. And this where we pause off the indictment and start picking up on previous interviews from people who's alleged gang members in California. Find me Brick Baby, an alleged Crip from California. He's a rapper and content creator known for his interviews on the No Jumper podcast. This was a guy.
Everybody trying to throw Brick Baby in there, man. Damn, Brick. Get him gone. Boy, go get him. Damn.
Guy who was allegedly close to Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace. It was alleged that he was the person who gave up the drop on Quando Rondo, being as though they both allegedly Crips. And Quando Rondo was visiting California thinking he was cool with Brick Baby. And that's not me just pulling things out of thin air. That's according to Brick Baby addressing these claims.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he said that he don't with the 60s in California when he dropped his flag, but he dropped his flag he got reasons for dropping this flag. I don't know. He might felt betrayed. He might have believed at the second that somebody was in on it. That you get what I'm saying? But what it is we don't really miss like that. Not walking by you and blowing your hubby down and forgetting about you. You get what I'm saying? Just take that with a grain of salt. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
That is not the grain of salt, nigga. You gave us the whole can of salt. Matter of fact, you the goddamn brought the whole warehouse, and I'm the worker, bitch. Like, you tripping.
ain't nobody ran no skid on you.
For a pack of hundreds, not enough. The last nigga we turned the pack, we got $1 million plus.
Things started to die down. His own co-worker, Flacco, had did a video exposing the truth, alleging that he was the mole. Fast forward a couple months out.
We gonna check that out next.
After that video, and Flacco and Brick Baby allegedly getting into it at the headquarters of No Jumper, the feds would come pick up 5 people associated with OTF. Now, according to this indictment, the feds claiming that Vonnie flew on a private jet from Miami to California to oversee the deadly operation and secure the hotel rooms and necessary tools to use to carry out the hit. The feds claim Vonnie had got the cars, ski masks, and firearms to carry out the hit. They also said he got the BMW and Infiniti sedans you guys see in the pictures above with fake license plates that the group had allegedly used. Prosecutors believe Quando Rondo was the intended target and was sitting in the vehicle at the time, but the bullets end up going through his cousin instead, Say Robinson. May he rest in peace. A love of condolences to his family.
3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
It ended at Santa Monica Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage, had been shot. The 23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died. A scene left with remnants of the fight, shoes left in the street, doors flung open.
Allegedly, that bruh alleged. Some people say it's not alleged, but I say alleged because either way, the brother passed away and he got a family, man. So RIP him and prayers and blessings to his family. But allegedly, they said that bruh was died on the scene.
The suspects still on the run. We still don't know what spurred it all, but LAPD says it started at a gas pump.
Victim vehicle, they pulled up, they were pumping gas, and it looks like they probably finished pumping gas, and the suspects approached from the alley, got out of the car, and started shooting at those victims.
Investigators are still trying to piece together details, but they're looking for a white 4-door sedan with suspects wearing dark clothing.
Police helicopters overhead, so we knew something was up.
People in the neighborhood shocked by the news.
Disappointed. There have been a lot of incidents in the past couple of years. It does seem that things have been happening more often on Melrose, between Fairfax and Melrose and around here.
According to TMZ, Rondo was not injured.
As you can see, Quando Rondo was distraught and struggling to speak to investigators on the scene. Prosecutors said the Chicago group flew out the next day. Houston and Jones are scheduled for hearings in Chicago on Monday. The other 3 waived their rights to a hearing in Chicago and will be sent to Los Angeles. Now, since that incident before the new peace treaty that Lord Durk is doing in Chicago, he dropped tracks like Aha, saying don't respond about with Von, mimicking that he got get back.
Respond to shit with Von. I'm like, fuck it, you trippers, go get your gun. They drop it.
He also went to academics and said nobody say go slide for Von anymore.
Also mention a song, they be like, They be saying Slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car.
You be seeing them comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
Why?
23-year-old was taken to the hospital.
Quando Rondo, he was arrested by the feds as well, but he was able to struck a great deal and just get probation. And Durk and Quando cooled off their back and forth exchanges shortly after and resumed their rap careers. And the crazy thing is, among all this, they both have albums dropping in November. Another case of revenge, don't got no date on it. But them boys watching, raps, interviews, they putting the pieces together. As more developed, I keep you guys updated. Fam, this was the story. Chicago men connected to the late rapper King Von.
So far, no arrests have been made.
The murder is still unsolved. There's no suspect the police has released for this murder. However, the fans has automatically given Lil Durk credit for this murder due to the history between Lil Durk, King Von, and Quando Rondo, obviously because Quando Rondo and his brother Lil Tim is responsible for the death of King Von. So people automatically assume that Quando Rondo and his best friend getting hit up was a hit called by Lil Durk. Lil Durk wasn't in LA at the time of Lil Pop's death, so the fan theory is Lil Durk solicited the help of a reputable LA gang member, Brick Baby, to take out Lil Pop and Quando Rondo. Fans will claim that Lil Durk would pay Brick Baby, who can be seen here, photograph for Lil Durk in LA a month before Lil Pop's murder. Fans will claim that Lil Durk would pay Brick Baby $100,000 for the hit. Brick Baby is a Rolling 60 neighborhood crip and Quando Rondo is too, so the theory itself appeared to be far-fetched. That's until Quando Rondo took to his Instagram to denounce the neighborhood card and drop his flag. Quando Rondo will state that he's dropping his flag because there's no loyalty in this and the neighborhoods didn't have his back how he thought they would have his back. But the rumors that Lil Durk paid Brick Baby $100,000 for the hit on Lil Pop and Quando Rondo really grew some legs and even wings when Brick Baby dropped his single Not Enough. Brick Baby will respond back to the fan theory of him receiving $100,000 for the hit on Lil Pop and Quando Rondo. See, Brick will respond back with some really questionable lyrics.
He was ducking, trying to hide, now he inside a blunt. We dropped 100 on yo, gotta go scrape your partner up. Them shots and flipped his brand new charger, trying to follow up. We charge a quarter for a pack of hundreds, not enough. The last nigga we turned the pack, we got $1 million plus. Yeah, the way Boogie do his thing, he need $1 million plus. TS, how about walk him down, Jack gon' chop him up. He wanna smoke that chopper, hit his lungs, he coughing up, cough it up. Every time you in my city, guap it up.
Let's slow down and dissect these lyrics real quick.
He was ducking, trying to hide, now he inside a blunt. We dropped 100 on yo, gotta go scrape your partner up.
This could be interpreted as we put $100,000 on our last op, and he was just a local California dude.
Them shots and flipped his brand new charger, trying to follow up. We charge a quarter for a pack of hundreds, not enough.
If Lil Durk wanted me and my immediate circle to conduct a hit on Lil Pop and Quando, it would have cost at least $250,000. $100K is not enough for me and my immediate circle to do the hit.
The last nigga we turned the pack, we got $1 million plus.
So the speculation we got $100,000 for the hit on Lil Pop and Quando is not true. It was actually $1 million.
Yeah, the way Boogie do his thing, he need $1 million plus. TS, how about walk?
Okay, it was $1 million. Yeah, okay.
Him down, Jack gon' chop him up.
Then the dudes he named were hypothetically the dudes who, if Brick Baby did have an issue with anybody, those would be the dudes he would call because they do great work, allegedly, right? I don't know. But here's why that $1 million number was really important. Quando Rondo himself would admit and rap about that Lil Durk put money on his head, and not just any money, that Lil Durk put $1 million on his head.
Early morning, on the blizzard, huh? All this money on my head, I ain't dead yet. Straight up, on hood. shit, I'm a ticket. If they catch me, they collecting $1 million. Amen on my head, that's what they say. That's all you got, bitch, make it A. Come wanna bone me, bite the bait. 30 clip on me, jump out shade.
I do want to clarify, I particularly don't think Brick Baby is involved. I think he's actually innocent. But I do have to give you guys the context as to why people believe Brick Baby is involved in this Lil Pop murder before we reveal the new information that Quando Rondo just exposed that implicates Brick Baby and Lil Durk in Lil Pop's murder. So Quando Rondo is telling everybody who can listen that Lil Durk got $1 million on his head. Brick Baby is rapping about picking up $1 million for the last person they dropped, and the last person that dropped is high profile in LA who could command $1 million. Well, is Lil Pop and Quando Rondo. So there you have it, right? And then after the Lil Pop murder, Brick Baby would go on No Jumper and hint towards that people can't say Slide for Von no more because Lil Pop got hit up, hinting towards Lil Pop maybe being a retaliation.
Oh, yeah.
Slide for Von, right?
Nobody...
Yeah.
Nah, bruh. Nah. I still think so, bruh. I don't know, Brick. You out now, Brick. They done you lingo around, Brick. They got you where they want you. You work for the white man. The white man got all your addresses on file and some other shit. Got access to your accounts. They can freeze your account. No. We're gonna see how shit play out though. Cause we still got a chance to erase them from the list, possibly. They said possibly added to charge. So Big Baby is alleged conspiracy number 4.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on like no more Slide for Von.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though. But here's what's funny about this particular clip. When this happened, people were really mad at Brick Baby and saying, oh my God, Brick Baby is loose at the lips. But Lil Durk will go on DJ Academics and essentially imply and allude to the exact same thing that Brick Baby said on No Jumper.
They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying Slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car.
Be seeing them comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
Why?
23-year-old was taken to the hospital where...
When you look at Lil Durk and Brick Baby speak on the Quando Rondo and Lil Pop situation, you can't help but think they know a lot of details to not be involved. You see, the news will state that the shooters hopped out of the car and sprayed down Quando Rondo and Lil Pop from a distance, and the driver was quick thinking and was able to pull off fast enough to save Quando Rondo's life.
They gassed up their vehicle, and as they were getting into their vehicle, a white car approached from the alley. 3 men got out of that car. They were in all dark clothing. They approached, fired numerous shots.
Quando and his men were indeed caught off guard, and their car was shot at multiple times. But while they were being sprayed with bullets, the driver manages to start the car and rushes out of the station. And this is surely what saved Quando's life.
But when Brick Baby tells the story, he tells the story in another angle. He tells the story of they actually hopped out and they spared and saved Quando Rondo because they walked up to the vehicle, seen Quando, seen Lil Pop, killed Lil Pop, spared Quando, and then left.
I don't know if he said that he don't with the 60s in California when he dropped his flag, but he dropped his flag. He got reasons for dropping his flag. I don't know. He might felt betrayed. He might have believed at the second that somebody was in on it. That you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what it is we don't really miss like that. Not walking by you and blowing your hubby down and forgetting about you. You get what I'm saying? Just take that with a grain of salt. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody Rando skid on you.
The only
Blue honey's coming fresh from out the bank. Time to make this go to one and they got one down on my gang.
Quando Rondo raps, it's time for him and his squad to make the score 2-1 and that they got one up on his gang. That's as direct as you can come, stating that the score is currently 1-1. They got King Von, and people who are sliding for King Von got Lil Pop. So now it's 1-1. But here's where Quando Rondo take the draw snitching to another level. He then proceeds to implicate Brick Baby by name dropping Brick Baby in subliminals in reference to the Lil Pop murder.
Phone like I was dumb and had to laugh at Brick Baby. I let us get back this for fat that orange Brick Baby with the same bandana. California got real what? Showing what Savannah.
He then says he's gonna show California what Savannah is on. Again, being as direct as possible, all right, assigning blame for Lil Pop's deaths to some California Crips or gang members. Again, he could have easily said, we about to show Chicago what Savannah on, but he listed California specifically after naming Brick Baby. It looks like Quando Rondo is like, yo, I done kept quiet because I thought if I kept quiet, they did it in broad daylight, man. The police would have done their job and locked them up, man, and I wouldn't have to snitch. Now it looks like I'm going to have to snitch, right? So now he's throwing out hints and just outright dry snitching. If I'm Brick Baby or Lil Durk, I'm terrified, right? Because, you know, there's already a lot already out there that kind of...
For real though. My nigga did an attempted murder on him. And instead of him sliding back, he rap about it and throw hints. Damn, to the feds. They asked him, do they know who he did it? He telling them, nah, but then he rap about it. So they like, shit, we just gonna wait till he drop an album or his music. We just gonna listen to it. That's crazy, man. I feel like they do that, though. And I feel like they do that because they do be doing that.
Ties me into it, or even if it's trolling, it has my name around this entire thing. Now Quando Rondo is naming me directly into this. This is implications that could lead to detectives coming to talk to me or arresting me or trying to pin something to me. This is very scary stuff. Now Brick Baby did an interview with Real Tunes where he would break down and explain why he's not too concerned about that particular snippet because he believes it's old. And him and Quando has had conversations recently.
Well, Quando Rondo just dropped a new song, and in it he had several different brick references. I don't know if you heard that snippet of that song, but when you did,
are you talking about the
think?
What No Jumper posted?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could not hear it. Adam and them messy made sure I heard it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I heard it. But me being a real, I know that when Lil Tim was in the studio, he all rap every day. It was around the time that I was on that. That song is old, for sure, 100%. I want somebody to ask Quando Rondo what day he recorded that song. Because I forgive him due to date.
Right.
Because me and Cuz done had plenty FaceTimes and all that. You get what I'm saying? Telling him why I do stand with Durk.
Regardless of it being old, Quando Rondo just released it recently. So if Quando Rondo and Brick Baby are cool, then I don't understand why Quando will drop a track damn near dissing Brick Baby and implicating him in a very serious crime. But I guess, that's just rap, right? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys believe and what do you guys...
Yeah, that's a little bit of the situation of what Lil Durk got going on, man. So hopefully tomorrow is Saturday. So yeah, we ain't gonna really get nothing for real from the courts over the weekend. Only thing we finna get is from the streets and, from people in his team and more research that we get that come in. I'm still gonna be doing my research off stream and stuff like that. But we should be streaming all this week straight really on this situation, keeping up with this, because this shit gonna get crazy. And this not gonna be on the internet because it's a Fed case, so it's not gonna be on the internet. We really gotta read documents and shit anyway. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed one. See y'all on the next video.